Okay. I'll handle public safety for Mr. Beveridge, who's out of town today. He's requesting approval to renew the Critical software at a cost of $1,495. This is a budget item. This is wire money as well. So, the Crawford County Coroner. That's you. That's you. Yep. And what we do is when people come, they actually come up here and speak. Yeah. Well.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, hey, requesting approval to send Allison and myself to a two-day seminar down at the Corners Conference this year. I might explain that, and that's going to be for a total cost of both of us for $1,460. We are only attending 2 days. They have it set up this year that we can. They're having two different sessions for our required mandatory training, so we can save about $1,600 if we just go for the 2 days and get our required training and come home. So there is money available. I realize if you look at the budget item, our budget calls for $500 and some for training, but nonetheless, the training money has to come out of the money that we acquire from cremation authorizations, and that money is there. So
Okay.
It's kind of a budgeted item, but not exactly.
Okay, just work with staff on that. I thank you.
Okay?
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Domestic relations.
Okay, I'm back again.
Morning,
Carla.
Carla.
Can't stay away.
Different computer, right? That's what I was going to ask you.
Like right when I left the meeting last time, I got an email from IT that it didn't work, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like deja vu."
If you come back a third time, we're going to be
right,
suspect. Okay.
right, okay. So I'm requesting to ratify the purchase of a new Dell laptop at the cost of $1,097.43, but the cost of the county is zero because we're purchasing it with incentive funds.
Would you need this ratified? To,
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Just,
I'll wait.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good.
Correctional facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning.
Jack.
This morning I'm looking for approval for payment of $2,553 for annual maintenance agreement, and that's with Mobilecom in Meadville. I forgot to put that in there. It's covering 34 radio units, and this is a budgeted item.
Jack, does this include like repair, replacement of batteries too?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, no, not the replacement of batteries, but all the repairs.
repairs.
Yep.
Sometimes you just tell you that at end of life radio that you have to buy a new one then.
Right,
Okay.
and I actually discovered this time when I was looking at the sheet that they sent me, there was 10 radios listed on there that we haven't used in quite some time.
Oh, okay.
So we took those off, and that saved us about $1,000.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
Crawford County Planning.
Morning,
Zach.
First item, we're seeking approval of an amendment to a cooperation agreement with the city of Meadville. This is specifically for administration of their CDBG program. The amendment outlines changes made by the federal and state government that we want to make sure who is responsible for making those adjustments. And we will be doing this for also Titusville and Vernon Township, but the city of Meadville has signed off on theirs, and so we were just going through. Keith has reviewed this amendment,
Okay. Thank you.
given its blessing. Next, we're asking for approval of a resolution authorizing the submission of a application to DCED for $1.5 million. This is a competitive CDBG grant for coronavirus funds. The project would be the public facility improvements to the Heidi Cooper Park here in the city of Meadville. As the commissioners are aware, the city is applying or seeking to make multiple applications for this park project. There is a pot of funds at the state level that needs to be expended by next year, next June, and this project qualifies and would be completed within the time frame. So the county is seeking to make the application on behalf of the city since we administer that program.
All right.
Okay. We are also asking for payment of an invoice number 77113 for the Meadville Tribune, $238.50. This is for public hearing notices regarding the CDBG-CV competitive program, and it is paid for out of the county's CDBG funds. We're also seeking approval of a payment of an invoice number 77113 for the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $237 for a public hearing notice for the City of Meadville's fiscal year 2019 and fiscal year 2020 contract modifications. They are amending some of their funding, and so this is paid for out of the City of Meadville's CDBG program. We're also asking for approval for a payment of an invoice number 5029 from CATA in the amount of $260. This is for their June expenses regarding the Rural Family Workforce and Transit program, and it is coming out of the county CDBG program.
And you are going to renew that?
We
that
are
process.
in conversations with Tim Geibel right now. There is more funding in this program than we will be able to expend before
Okay.
the grant deadline closes.
Okay.
So we are reallocating those funds to another project. Tim and I have worked out an agreement on an amount so that the individuals using this program can continue to use it for the next few months, but then we can take the remaining funds and leverage them so that they don't return back to the state.
Will this program itself be renewing for another term or no?
Unless Tim and I work to identify another funding source, I don't know whether it will.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Then the last item this morning, requesting approval to retitle the planning secretary position to the office manager position in the planning office.
Okay, any questions for Zach? Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
Brenda, would you come up and go ahead and go first? That way Mark's extensive list won't delay you. Yeah,
Good morning, Commissioners.
good morning.
I'm here on behalf of the Crawford County Fair Board, and we're requesting that you lease property for the Meadville Housing Corporation for use during this year's fair. The cost is $2,600, and as I understand it, the Fair Board will pay that expense directly, but we need you to enter into the lease agreement.
Okay, question for Brenda?
Sounds good.
Thank you, Brenda, for
All
coming.
right, thanks very much.
Thanks, Brenda.
Crawford County Maintenance? Good morning, Mark.
Requested and approved to pay invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the window replacement project for $206,355.60.
Okay,
Requested to ratify approval to pay invoices for the remodeling project, the HVAC system, in the amount of $30,530.
okay,
Requested to ratify approval to pay invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the wall heater and steam trap project for $2,101.01.
okay,
Requested to ratify approval of invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the new assessment office, in the amount of $225.
okay,
Requested to ratify approval of invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the register and recorder's office remodel, in the amount of $225.
okay,
Requested to pay approval to pay Brian Noah, the project manager, for professional services for June of 2022 for $1,611.
okay,
Requested to ratify approval of an invoice from the new backup 911 center project at the fairgrounds for $25.74. Requested to ratify approval to pay Powell Sanitation. This was to clean sewer lines and the lift station at the fairgrounds for $3,258.
everything's good then, right? We're good to
Yes.
go?
Yes.
Good.
Good for a long time. Requesting to ratify approval for 50% down payment to Canadota Security. This is to install 6 new security cameras in Exhibit 1 building at the fairgrounds for $1,625.
Okay. Any questions for Mark?
Yeah, I do. The assessment and R&R spaces, are we finished now
That
with
should be
remodel
it.
stuff?
Yes.
Anything else would be just the
Nothing
maintenance?
else would just, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
Is-
That was the signage.
Steve's done, right? I just haven't seen it.
Yes.
Does it
Yeah.
look good?
Perfect.
He's done.
Looks
Good.
good.
They like it.
Good, good.
Good,
Okay,
Very good.
thank you.
thank you.
Human Services, Sue?
Morning, Sue.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Hey, Sue, you could've made her do it today. She's, look at her, she's hiding back there.
Observing today so that she can do it another time. I'm requesting to ratify payment to the Center for Family Services for the delivery of ERAP 2 services through June 30th of 2022, totaling $75,933.75, with no cost to the county, all paid with ERAP 2 funds. Requesting approval for 52 9-month Adobe Acrobat Pro subscriptions. These subscriptions are replacing current Adobe Acrobat where the software is outdated and has reached end of life. The subscriptions are being added to our existing account and have been prorated. Total cost is $4,731.48. Cost to the county is $836.29.
Okay.
Requesting approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with the Cornell Abraxas Group for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22. The rates and costs to the county for each service is on the attached sheets. Requesting approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Edmund L. Thomas Adolescent Center for detention center services. This is the same service that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22. Rates and costs to the county are on the attached sheets. Requesting approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Pathways Adolescent Center for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22. Rates are on the sheet.
Any questions for Sue?
I'm not done.
Oh, I'm sorry, you missed one. I was just up to that point. Are there any questions to that point? Now you can continue, go ahead.
Okay. Requesting.
You can take a deep breath, it's fine.
Nice cover.
You're trying to give her a hint that shorten the list,
Yeah,
right?
no, hurry up.
I'm trying.
It is short, though.
It is.
Requesting approval of the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Summit School, doing business as the Summit Academy for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22. The rates are on the attached sheet. I'm requesting approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with the Children's Home of Pittsburgh for foster care services. The rates are on the attached sheet. We're also adding the medically needy level of care to the contract, which is a new program available on their 22-23 4E packet. I'm requesting approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Parkside Psychological Associates for CART and trauma specialized services. Parkside provides a variety of assessment and treatment options to individuals who have experienced trauma. Except for the SOC funded service, the rates are the same as fiscal year 21-22. And finally, I'm requesting approval of the fiscal year 22-23 CYS JP contracts where the services and rates remain the same. All of these contracts have the same services and rates as fiscal year 21-22. The cost to the county for each service can be found on the color-coded spreadsheet for this work session. And those contracts are with Community Specialist Corporation, doing business as the Academy, Family Development Services, Parkside Psychological Associates, and the Youth Advocate Programs.
Now, is there any
Now I'm
questions?
done.
All right, thank you, Sue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Finance, you're on a shorter leash than that, so, okay.
Morning, Stephanie.
Morning,
Good morning.
Stephanie.
This morning, I'm requesting approval for the payment of invoices totaling $409,798.62. The only invoice is to Crawford County CYS. It's the match due to the CYS program in the amount of $409,798.62, and that comes from the general fund.
Thank you, Stephanie. Human Resources. Morning,
Morning,
Brittany.
Brittany.
I'll just be requesting approval to change the title of the payroll clerk to payroll specialist in the Human Resources Office. The next one will be changing the title of the finance clerk to payroll benefit specialist in our office. And the final one is to change the title of the temp payroll clerk to temp payroll benefit specialist in our office.
Any questions for Brittany? Thank you.
Thank you.
Voter Services.
I can take that one.
Thank you, Commissioner.
I think we all know the managed services agreement we have for our voting equipment includes 2 high-speed scanners. Those scanners are both the same model, and in the past year, we've gone through 2 mandatory recounts with the state, and the state does not allow you to use the same scanner in the manner that you used it on election day, even the same model number, so we had to get a different model number scanner, and it's even a faster scanner than one of the 2 that we got from the beginning. So this amendment to the agreement actually calls for us keeping that second different model scanner and returning one of the other ones. It's a difference of $30,930 over the remaining 4 years of our contract. So it's about $7,700 per year added to our existing managed services agreement.
Okay, any questions? Okay. The Commissioner's Office, I'll take 12A. The Commissioner is requesting to approve the appointment of Travis Kreitzer to the Workforce Development Board. Travis is from Loeffler's Flowers, Blossoms and Blooms in Linesville. Certainly a very successful businessman and hopefully brings some good knowledge and assistance to the Workforce Development Board. Gina?
Okay, I just have two notifications. The first one from SE Technologies on behalf of Universal Stainless and Alloy Products in Titusville. It's for a DEP permit, state-only operating renewal. And the second one's an Act 14 notification from GPI for the submission of renewal of their DES permit for Meadville Area Sewer Authority located in the city of Meadville.
Okay. Upcoming events, the full session will be July 27th, next work session, August 3rd, 2022. Any public comment? You guys have any public comment today? Now it's time for you. Yeah, come on up. Yeah, sure. Just tell us your name, where you live, and then go ahead.
Yes, good morning. My name is Bill Holman, and I live at Connect 55, Pine Street Commons. We spoke with the board last week after the meeting, and we are trying to work with, we're trying to get your help, you know, and the city council's help, as well as the state attorney general and Senator Brooks to help us rectify our dilemma with our rent situation. It has gone up anywhere from 30 to 40% in the year. And we also had requested any information from the board on their tax breaks that they were given, the duration, how much it was, when does it start, when does it end. You know, I know you had given us some information, but I think you were going to check on that some more. I have a copy of the letters that I sent to the editor and to the city council. The city council letter will be read tonight at the city council meeting. I have a copy for the three of you to review. We're also working with Crawford County United, which is a group for advocating for seniors, for safe and affordable housing. We're planning and have a permit for a rally on August 13th from 1:30 to 3 at Diamond Park. That's how we have a little flyer that we pass out, and we're passing out to other senior groups, because this is just for all the seniors, not just for Connect 55. Anyone in the same predicament that we're in, we hope to get the support of churches, other organizations, whether it be Rotary Club, Lions Club, the veterans organizations as well. So that's what we were trying to do, you know, to help our senior community to get a fair, you know, evaluation of their rent, and hopefully, you know, these private concerns, it's not a government, you know, funded. They have gotten no government funds, so we can't go in that route. So we're trying to get everybody on board. With the Attorney General's office, we were given a consumer complaint form. It was passed out to all our residents. We're in the process of completing these, and we've been suggested to send it in as a one package with everyone's concerns and or complaints, whatever, you know, meaning the rent, basically. So there's a copy of this that you can look at. I need this copy back to only one I have, if you don't mind. But I can get more. I was going to get some more copies made today. But, any questions?
Yeah, I would say, the only thing I would say is Commissioner Soft has tried to get some contact for you. We have not heard back yet, Chris, he did reach out. So
Been a week,
Been
so
about a week.
after this meeting, I'll call him again.
Yeah.
This is Mark Quizzo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are attempting to have a conversation with
He's
him.
a difficult person to get a hold of.
Okay.
I did have a text message with him this week on a different item at our facility, but I did get a response finally.
Good. Did he acknowledge that I left him a message?
He didn't know, it had nothing to do with the
Okay.
rent. It had to do with an electrical situation they had there that was unsafe.
We promise you we'll continue to follow up
I'll
and have
reach
that
out again.
conversation, okay? We certainly appreciate you coming today, and if we can help you out in any other way, let us know.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill. Any other public comment? Absolutely, ma'am. Can you introduce yourself? Can you introduce yourself?
From Connect
There you
55
go.
also. And I feel that since the city of Meadville have given them a tax forgiveness, they've raised our rent, and I just don't think that's acceptable. When the Crawford County people have given them a break, they need to give us a break too. And I think what they're doing is very unfair, and as far as I'm concerned, it's elder abuse, and it's not right.
Thank you very much. Any other public comment? Okay, Commissioner comments. Commissioner Saw.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Commissioner Wiederspin.
Well, today's just exactly a month before the Crawford County Fair starts, so, I can't imagine everybody doesn't know that the fair is coming, but, the deadline for entries have been done, and they're putting together a number of entries, and things are coming together. So, I think it's gonna be a great fair this year, and, pretty close to what it had been in the past pre-COVID, so kinda excited about that.
Yep, and I would add that there's the Cambridge Festival and Cochrane Festival before that, and we were all at the Town of Old Home Days, and the Old Home Days Committee told me they had a record year for money, raise income for food, and based on what Chris was eating on Saturday, I think that was probably part of the.
I
part of
tried
the
to
plus,
eat my
so
way around town,
He
Bill.
did a great job. So if you certainly can patronize those folks, I think everybody wants to get out, and we're pretty excited to see that. So if not, we will see you on July 27th. Thank you.